Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Kyle Richards gives an update on her fear of flying after a scare with Erika Jayne. RHOBA's Kyle Richards explained that she and Erika Jayne recently found themselves flopping and bouncing mid-flight. Kyle Richards of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills continues to be candid about living with anxiety. During a July 17 Amazon Live, she specifically opened up about her fear of flying while recalling a recent experience with Erika Jayne in Arizona. As she put it, "When you fly, when it's that hot, not fun, because of the turbulence." How hot was it in Arizona exactly? I looked over at Erika's phone, and it said 111 degrees while we were in the air, and we were bouncing really hard, Kyle recalled. "I've gone through hypnotherapy for my fear of flying, and it's helped. I'm really a much better flyer now, but no, I don't want to be flying when it's hot and we're bouncing and flopping around like that. Nope, no. Still, the housewife hasn't given up on conquering her anxieties, but she may have a little way to go before soaring cruise altitude above said fears. Fans may recall that Kyle underwent hypnotherapy to overcome her fear of flying on the very first season of RHOBH in 2010. More specifically, on Season 1, Episode 5, former housewife Lisa Vanderpump convinced Kyle to see a hypnotherapist before a 6-hour trip to New York because Kyle was a pain in the butt when it comes to flying. Kyle admitted she disliked the feeling of not being in control. So in Kyle's home, hypnotherapist Tom Silver used electrodes on her head and guided her through a trance to help her aerophobic concerns. "I have a feeling it's going to work," Kyle said at the time. "I'm very positive." Flash forward to RHOBH Season 6, when Kyle invited the same hypnotherapist back to help former housewife Eileen Davidson get over her flying fears. Kyle said Silver saved her back in 2010. And she hoped the same for Eileen and her absurdly horrible phobia. To prove just how far she's come, Kyle sat in the co-pilot's chair of a PJ, which RHOBH audiences know stands for private jet, for an exciting getaway to Cabo back in 2016. "I've come a long way with my fear of flying," she said in a June 2016 Instagram post. Lisa Vanderpump took credit for the achievement in the comments section when she stated, "Yep, thanks to me." Get more updates on Kyle's life today, including the latest on her recent fallout with Garcelle Beauvais. Kyle Richards has always been a woman of contradictions. The glamorous star of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills can stride confidently into any designer boutique, command the attention of an entire dinner party, and survive Bravo reunions that feel more like verbal gladiator matches than social gatherings. Yet when it comes to soaring 35,000 feet above ground, she admits she's anything but fearless. In a recent exclusive chat, Kyle gave an update on her ongoing fear of flying, something that resurfaced with alarming intensity after a shocking incident involving fellow housewife and close friend Erika Jayne. A flight that changed everything. It started as an ordinary day, or at least as ordinary as it gets when you're jetting off to Aspen with Erika Jayne, a woman whose wardrobe looks like it was plucked straight out of a pop star's Vegas residency. Kyle recalls it with the kind of clarity that only trauma and turbulence can burn into a person's memory. "We were flying private, which you'd think would be less scary, right?" Kyle laughed nervously. "But I swear it was worse because there's no hiding from what's going on. It was just me, Erika, and a pilot who looked younger than my nephew. Halfway into their flight, something went wrong. The jet hit severe turbulence, sending coffee cups, designer handbags, and Kyle's emotional equilibrium straight into chaos. Erika, known for her ice-cold composure and one-liner comebacks, wasn't immune either. She grabbed my hand so tightly I thought she was going to break it," Kyle confessed. When Erika Jayne, the woman who can perform in front of thousands without flinching, screams, you know it's bad. The aftermath. More than just turbulence. After the plane landed safely, both women pretended to shake it off. Erika joked, "At least I didn't lose my mascara, but but Kyle admits she couldn't laugh it away. Something clicked for me in that moment, Kyle said. Flying had always made me nervous, but after that, it became almost paralyzing. I canceled flights. I made excuses. I even considered taking a train to Palm Springs, which, for the record, takes forever. Kyle's fear isn't unique. Aviophobia, the clinical term for fear of flying, affects millions. But when you're a reality TV star with appearances, family trips, and filming schedules scattered across the country, avoiding planes isn't an option. Facing her fear, housewife style. Rather than quietly suffer, Kyle chose to confront her fear head-on, sharing her journey with fans on Instagram. From breathing exercises to downloading meditation apps to even considering hypnotherapy, she's tried it all. I'll be honest, I wanted a quick fix, she said. Something like, one session and I'm cured. But fear doesn't work like that. It's sneaky. It shows up when you least expect it, like when the seatbelt sign dings. Her most surprising tactic: bringing Erika Jayne back into the mix. I thought, if I can survive Turbulence with Erika Jayne screaming in my ear, I can do anything, Kyle said, laughing. The two even booked another flight together a few weeks later, this time to Las Vegas. Erika actually held my hand again, but not because she was scared. She was supporting me, Kyle said. She told me, we're not letting fear stop us from living fabulous lives. And honestly, that's the energy I need. A new perspective. Kyle has also sought professional help, including therapy focused on exposure techniques and cognitive behavioral strategies. One exercise involved watching videos of planes taking off and landing while practicing calm breathing. It sounds ridiculous, but even watching those videos used to make my heart race, she admitted. Now, I can watch a whole takeoff without feeling like I'm going to faint. She's also learned about the science behind turbulence, something many fearful flyers avoid. I had a pilot explain that turbulence is like driving over a bumpy road. It's uncomfortable but not dangerous. Understanding that has helped more than I expected. Housewives humor amid the fear. Of course, this is the Real Housewives universe, and nothing stays serious for too long. During a cast trip to Mexico, Lisa Rinna teased Kyle by wearing a flight attendant hat and offering emotional support cocktails before takeoff. I laughed so hard I actually forgot I was scared. For about 30 seconds, Kyle said. Then the engines roared, and I went back to clutching the armrest like it owed me money. Still, her castmates have been largely supportive, especially Erika, who feels a personal connection to Kyle's journey. She told me that flight scared me too, but we can't let one bad moment define how we live, Kyle said. Coming from her, it really hit home.